This is the first Lazy Susan I made. And you can see the gloss on it. See the finish. Some really cool saddles. Hey there, this is Sandra Lett, and I wanted to, we're going to do 2 pours today on a piece of 19-inch round wood. This is actually one that I had done on a previous video, and I just wanted you to see it finished up. Nice and pretty. Painted the backside brown, so it kind of disappears when someone puts it on their table. I just wanted to show you that. So here's the first one that I'm going to pour, and I've got some little cups to hold it up away from my table. I have some craft paper underneath, several layers. This is a piece of it. You can see the shiny side, and then there's a paper side. The shiny side is the side that you want face up because it's very easy to wipe off and clean, and it also makes a great surface to have acrylic skins on that you can peel off and use for jewelry and other mixed media. So that's what's on the table, even though it's got a lot of paint on it. That's what's underneath. And I have primed my piece of wood with Kills. It's oil based, and it's a stain blocker, so I sprayed it a light coat, but mostly over the knot holes in the wood so they do not come through the paint later on. So this, you spray it and you let it sit, probably a good 12 hours or so, depending on the temperature outside and everything. And then you sand it to get it, because when you prime a piece of wood, it brings almost like a hairiness or a real scratchy surface from the wood, and you have to sand that down and get it smooth on the edges and everything. So that's primed and ready to go. All my colors today are mixed 50-50 with Floetrol and acrylic paint. Different brands and different colors all mixed together. I have a lot of squirt bottles that I have put paints in already. I keep adding to it. It's just easier to store this way. They're ready to go. There's a couple of paints that I've mixed just for today that I don't have in bottles, but this one I have not added any silicone to. I don't add silicone to white or black, but I do to all my colors. And I use the Treadmill Lubricant. Nice good squirt into, this is a pretty good amount of paint right here. So I'm stirring that in. My white, I've got a bottle, but I've also got a big cup of white, and it is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. You get it at Michael's, and that's mixed with Floetrol. The bottle looks like this. Flow Acrylic by Artist Loft, and also there's a black. They have other colors too, but it's a little bit more fluid, but I still add Floetrol to it and some water. Here's a gallon of Floetrol. I got it at Lowe's or Home Depot. You can order it online, pretty much any hardware store. It's made to mix with latex paints, which is anything water-based. So that's what I've added as my 50-50 mix right here. Oh, and I was going to show you the Lazy Susan that I had already painted that you saw first. It's sealed with Minwax is the brand, Polycrylic, which says water-based. And that's in the clear gloss, which is the shiniest finish that comes in this brand. And I probably did about 5 coats, but the water is pretty thin, and I use a sponge brush, which you can get anywhere. And these do the best for not having brush strokes. And this, you have a little bit of working time to get this spread out on your project without it starting to dry, but you have to move very quickly. But this is water-based. Okay, so I'm gonna get my gloves on. Now I have this is the lid from a dollar store full pan that you cook meats and things in the oven. So this is the lid, or you can cakes, whatever. This is the lid. So I'm using this to catch my drips from when it runs off. I'm going to start out here. Just get a general coat of white everywhere. It just helps the paint flow better. Also, I wanted to show you, I'll be using a heat gun. This is a Drill Master from Northern Tools, and you can get them at any hardware store, any brand, any price. This one was probably $20 or so. I use this instead of a heat torch. So this is a heat gun. Okay. Start out with white. I'm going to stir this up just a little bit because it looked a little lumpy. This is silver. Purple. This one is going to have a purple theme. Just a little bit of black. This is a brighter, lighter purple. A little squirt of gold, metallic gold. Back to the white. Silver, black, gold, lighter gold, purple, the deeper purple. So this is a lot of paint in the cup. And I do have silicone in all my colors except for the black and white. Okay. I made a big mess. Sometimes they're air bubbles, so put the heat down to it. So I'm pleased with the looks of this. It doesn't have the gold, but I do like it. Okay, so the next one, I've got all my colors pre-mixed, different brands, 50-50 mixed with Floetrol and acrylic paint, and then a little water if it needs to be thinned down to pour off your stick. So, I'm going to start with a little bit of white. Some yellow, burnt sienna, orange, red, black, kind of a deep green. This is kind of a squash color, the best way to describe it. Brown, red, orange, burnt sienna, a little bit of white, yellow, green, squash, brown, orange, yellow, red. Okay. start out with my coat of white lightly. It's going to help the paint move around quicker. That way the cells will remain larger, I hope. I love that. I love it. I meant to put metallic gold in and totally forgot. So I'm gonna do it. there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you. Thumbs up and subscribe.